So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, sponsored by Falcon Contracting and boxbets.co.uk. You're with Joel, Jam and Darren, and we're going for a live prediction show of Deontay Wilder versus Zhilei Zhang, or Zhilei Zhang, as some people call him. Wilder, 47 fights, 43 wins, 1 draw, 42 knockouts. Zhang, 29 fights, 26 wins, 1 draw, 21 knockouts. On paper, this is brutal. But I think we're seeing both of these guys, as mad as it sounds, past their sell-by date. But you never know with Zhang, let's be perfectly honest. This is happening 1st of June, Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Wilder was last out in December against Parker, which he lost on unanimous decision. And then Zhang was last out on the 8th of March, which was against Parker, which was a loss on majority decision. So interesting one, really. Who wants it first?
I'll have a quick say, mate. To be honest with you, they're both old men. One's Deontay's 38, Zhang's 40. They're both coming off a loss. And if you look through their resume, neither have fought that good opposition anyway. You've got Zhang, who beat Joe Joyce twice, and Joe Joyce has shown himself to be garbage anyway. You've got Wilder, who knocked out some journeymen, got a big resume from that, but no real opponents on that resume. And it's just a who needs them club for both. Even if they win, I don't see where they go. There's no money in it for them. There's nowhere for them to go. They're just 2 men at the end of it, but I still think Zhang's going to knock him out within 6.
Well, Chris has already taken the piss out of me and he said, is it a 50-50, Joel? No, it's... well, do you know what? Oh, I ain't saying it. Hawkwind has turned around and he said, geese.
I think it's geese.
Last time he said geezer, so I'm kind of stuck between the two. But Darren, I'll chuck the question to you, mate. Is it a 50-50?
It's a very intriguing fight. Whether it's a 50-50, I don't know. But for me,
so Darren dodged it.
Yeah, well, not dodged it, sitting on the fence. For me, I think it's going to be what Wilder has left after. I mean, he looked like he didn't have a lot left after Parker.
He looked a shot fighter.
He did. He looked shot. Whether he bounces back here with a bang, who knows? But he's a little bit like Jams, like where I think that Zhang has to get him out of there in 6 rounds.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he could be in trouble. But the reason why I think Zhang might do it in 6 rounds, I think he's a very accurate puncher. He punches hard. And I've said this to a lot of people, and people have criticised me. I still don't think Deontay Wilder takes a shot well. Tyson Fury, for me, doesn't punch that hard. And okay, he showed a warrior spirit against Fury in 3 brilliant fights, but he was stopped against Fury. And like I said, I don't think Fury punches that hard. So if Zhang connects with Wilder, and like I said, he's an accurate puncher, I think he knocks Deontay Wilder out. But I think he's got to do it in 6 rounds, because I would say Wilder will have a better engine than Zhang. And if he can get him beyond 6, I would probably fancy Wilder to stop Zhang then, because we all know Wilder is a one-trick pony and can punch. Saying that, I think Zhang can be a bit of a one-trick pony as well. But as regards boxing skills, I'd probably edge Zhang over Wilder, but it's got to be within 6 rounds.
So Darren, you're still sitting on the fence, Darren.
Well, I
completely agree. To be honest,
I will go with what I think will happen. Then I would say Zhang within 5th round, something like that.
Yeah. It's a tough one, isn't it? And Shana's jumped in and she said Tyson Fury ain't all that. So I think people are waiting on that one. Chris, I honestly don't know who wins. If Zhang don't get the job done in 6 rounds, like Darren was saying, his gas tank explodes. Wilder looked like he had no legs versus Parker. 2 of biggest punchers, we would say. And do you know what? If they would have talked about this fight, to be perfectly honest, if they'd have talked about this straight after the Joe Joyce fight, and if say Wilder even came off with credit after the Tyson Fury third fight and was more active instead of having that prolonged time off. I think if we'd have seen it then, we'd have been more up for it. But
Yeah.
I think we've just kind of got it at this time, and it's a flat one for me. It's a really unusual. No one really goes anywhere with it, and the loser just forget it. It's a strange one, but
it's a dead man's fight, isn't it? It's a dead man's fight.
Yeah, it's an odd one. Can Wilder even outbox Zhang to points win? No.
I don't. I think either one of them. Well, like I said, I fancy Zhang within 6, say around the 5th round to win. But if it goes beyond that and Zhang's gas tank runs out, I still think Wilder would probably have to stop him to win.
I think they should make this a 6-round fight, Darren.
Oh yeah, an ultimate shootout that would.
That's the only way you're going to get a points decision. Wow, I thought I was brutal, man. Jams let it all out on Joyce. Big up, gents. And he's put, I think Wilder wins. Don't think he's as shot as everyone thinks.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
He's got to prove himself here. That's he's got his chance to prove himself.
This is the fight he's got to do, isn't it? It's this or bust, really, for both of them.
Well, let's be honest, gentlemen. He's only beat basically journeyman. Let's have a look at who he's beat. He's beat Chris Arreola. He's beat Dominic Breazeale, Bermain Stavern twice, Luis Ortiz twice, who was 40 odd at the time, Artur Spilka, Johan Duhapez, Audley Harrison, Robert Hellenius. They're good names because we know them, but let's be honest.
Can I just say,
the club had knocked them out in the middle of the night. You know what I mean?
That first fight
at the time.
That first fight with Luis Ortiz did beat him to a pulp for about 11 rounds, and Wilder walloped him.
That's when Wilder had heart, though, weren't it? That was when Wilder
took the punishment. He took the punishment. I'll give him that, and he showed the heart in that Fury.
The first and second fights against Luis Ortiz. The first one particularly was a good fight.
Yeah,
and he did take a few big bombs, and he was wobbled, but he took them. But the second fight, he was getting totally outboxed again, and then he found the shot. That's what I say. He's a one-trick pony. And
like you said, Darren, he found the shot. Are you going to be able to find the shot against Zhang? He is.
Well, the one thing
he'll keep you at arm's length.
The one thing I will say though, where he couldn't find the target against Joseph Parker because he's a mover, Zhang doesn't move as well for me as Joseph Parker. So Zhang will be a bit more of a static target for Wilder to hit. But I also, like I say, Zhang is a very accurate puncher as well. So it is basically it's a shootout who will land. But I think Zhang will get to Wilder first before Wilder will get to Zhang.
Well, we'll catch him with the comments. Kermit's middle finger, which is still the best name to date. Fury won't fight AJ. He's been exposed now by a few average boxers at best. Chris has said last year I was bigging this up. I'm with you, mate. But I agree. Flat as a tire. Probably on my car. I think Parker made them both look pedestrian due to how much Andy Lee has brought him on. 100% quality.
Yeah.
Look, Joe Parker, absolute legend, mate, the way he's come back in the scene.
I think the team, I think they've just got it. Zhang showed against Parker when he dropped him heavily, he can't step on the gas to get him out.
He's got 6 rounds. He's got 6 rounds in him.
Yeah.
I think Zhang will dominate. The first 6, then tire, and Wilder gets him late. So
that's similar to what I've said, really.
Wilder 10th round knockout. Zhang is slow, in my opinion. Zhang and Joyce were both slow. So it's intriguing. I haven't given it yet. I am gonna say, when I saw this, I automatically thought Zhang. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Wilder in that last one. I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, he's not as shot as you think he is," but there was opportunities in that Parker fight that he could have thrown that shot.
That he would have took it back in the day.
His legs were gone. In my opinion, he's gone away to this remote island. He's found his peace. I think the Fury trilogy has done him mentally. I think it's done him. I genuinely think that's it. We got the Wilder.
We thought the same about AJ though, didn't we? And he's made a comeback. But I know AJ's a bit younger and whatnot, but we thought the same about AJ after the Ruiz and the Usyk fights. But AJ about him at top 3 again.
AJ can adapt. I think that's the difference.
Oh, he's a lot more skilled than Wilder, 100%.
Wilder can't adapt.
I also think as well with just quick. I also think as well with Joshua. You know, massive respect for what he's done. He's come back. He's done very well. But I thought, like, I was expecting more from Ngannou. I was expecting more from Wallin as well because of previous fights. But Anthony Joshua, for me, still has a lot to prove against guys like the Usyk, the Furies, that are movers, very good technically, move out the way, don't stand in a line and on the spot for AJ to hit. That's the ultimate test where AJ, for me, is still unproven going forward.
Definitely.
DJ Pat, big shout out to you, mate. Wilder's problem is his stamina and his physique. He's like a basketball player, in my opinion. He can't handle Zhang's punches. Guess Zhang KO between rounds 4 to 8. There it ends somewhere. I like that. Darren, why don't you come say hi to us when you're at the shows? Says
I will next time. I'll say hi now.
Yeah, is that a delayed hi from Darren? Yeah. Chris said Wilder needs to win more. No pressure on Zhang. And Chris, I agree. Wilder knockout round 10. So for me, I'm in the Darren camp, as it were, and I think he does. I think Zhang really needs to do it within 4. I think he needs to because it really does start to edge off. You know, I know 6 is his tank, but I think that's when he's in his deadliest because even Parker started to bang up that momentum 6, 7 onwards. Zhang really, Wilder's going to try and get him out early, and Zhang's got to be clever. But it depends on what Wilder we get. Like I say, it's an interesting one. I still think AJ has to prove he can handle someone who will stick it him after eating his best shots. We'll see. I agree with that. We'll see. Let us know in the comments, guys. Give us your predictions. Hit the subscribe button as well, and let us know how you're seeing this one. Chris, hopefully someone can tell Wilder to actually throw a punch, unlike the last fight. It was dreadful, to be fair.
It was.
Yeah, I agree. Embarrassing. Scared.
It was bizarre. Wilder. Cat in headlights, wasn't it? It was absolutely bizarre. And everyone had written off Parker. I predicted Parker to win because I really love Parker, and I think he's got the tools to do it. But I'd say the majority of the boxing community turned around and went Wilder. He's just going to land him. And I think it was after that Joe Joyce performance, everyone went, "Nah, that's it. There's no." So, and now he's front runner in all of the governing bodies. Josie Parker, he's in a great position. And this will be an interesting fight based off his last 2 opponents. So,
definitely,
I think Parker deserves a shot at AJ myself. I really do.
I think it's coming, mate. I think it's who's to say that's not the Wembley fight?
And if he does, I think he probably outboxes him and beats him on points. You know what I mean?
Definitely a different fight to when they fought last time. Definitely
for both of them. I think it comes in with a real positive from both sides. So honestly, boys,
other than the Usyk trilogy fight, that'd be the biggest of them all, I think.
Well, we shall soon find out. We shall soon find out. Boys, thank you very much as always, Darren. Pleasure to have you on the show. Jam,
no problem, mate.
My favourite armchair, the old bit of furniture, and thank you very much as always to everyone in the comments. Fantastic comments today. And we'll catch up with you all soon on this one. Thank you very much, Sean. Take care. And, do you know what? Have some of this.
Have it.